Hello everyone, to my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Angel Kameli and I'm a small business owner of Wonderful Creations LA. I provide services to the public such as photography, I do videography, content creating, and I do much more. On my channel, I talk about grants, business talk, I do news updates, and I also vlog. Today, we're gonna be talking about...
You're cute too!
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
You are?
It's my fault.
It is your fault!
Yeah, I know it's my fault, that's why I'm saying sorry. Oh, bother.
She thinks it's cute that her driver almost hit my kids. And she thinks she needs to take a video of it, instead of apologizing like a sane
Stopping
human.
in the middle of the road's gonna help?
Oh,
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I know, calm down. Calm down.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's
He
my fault.
apologized.
It is your fault.
Yeah, I
and
know
you
it's
know
my
what?
fault.
That didn't upset me. Me to calm down? What I'd like you to do is apologize instead.
Calling sorry, you're calling me a bitch.
No,
Set
sorry.
an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Powerline.
none other than the Unemployment Development Department. On my last video, I covered what steps to take in the Unemployment Development Department, what you expect. This is a part 2 from my last video that I did. The only difference is I'm going to be covering a lot of important questions. Before we get started with this video, I just want to give you guys a disclaimer. I am not giving you any legal advice. I do not work for the Unemployment Development Department. Neither do I claim to be affiliated with them. I am not sponsored by them by any way, shape, or form. Neither do I claim to be an employee or any former employee of theirs. This video is designed for educational purposes and is not intended to represent the Unemployment Development Department. In this video, I'm going to be covering the following: the Unemployment Development Department latest updates, who should apply for a new claim, what steps to take in order to get paid, claim questions, disqualifications, and appeals. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off with the EDD latest updates. In order for us to do that, we're going to go onto the newsroom on the Unemployment Development Department State of California website. As I taught you guys in my last video, this is a place where you want to go to find the latest updates. We're going to scroll down and we're going to go to the Unemployment Development Department highlights, continued American Rescue Plan launch, recaps, hopeful information for customers. As we can see here, this is the news release. The date of it is April 2nd, 2021. Instead of reading all this, in my last video, I went over these updates. We're up to date with that. These are the highlights. This is the takeaway that I got from all this article. So what we're looking at here is this. In an effort to help the public avoid telephone hold times and repeated call attempts, the department continues to boost online self-help options to help people without having to call. Launched an online chat bot that answers common questions, launched a 24-hour automated self-service line, and continues to hire and train its workforce. Today, more than 4,000 workers are helping claimants process unemployment applications, with approximately 3,000 workers helping to take calls. However, even with the added staff, agents could not quickly answer the millions of calls that come in each and every week. The public is urged to review the online self-help information and file and certify online whenever possible. In other words, they've added different self-help options in order to avoid people calling and not getting through. Although I do believe that the self-help options can help a lot of people with frequently asked questions, it's not the same thing, because in my personal opinion, I believe the Unemployment Development Department has lacked communication with us. They could have done a better job by emailing us in our inbox, letting us know what type of claim we have and further actions we need to take. The only actions that we've seen is a picture like this.
America is great because America is good.
I feel very important to highlight this information because they're letting us know that they're adding workforce agents. However, even with the added staff, these agents cannot quickly answer the millions of calls they're getting each and every week because it's an overwhelming amount of people that are calling. This is very understandable. We've never been in a pandemic. We've never pulled on the Unemployment Development Department, just as we have been doing so lately. We've never been involved with them this much. Thus, we can understand why there's a high volume of calls. Nonetheless, they're just giving us some form of transparency and letting us know that they're doing their very best during the COVID-19 pandemic and to let us know that they've added workforce to their team. Now we're going to move along to the next phase of my video. Who are the people that need to file a new claim? First and foremost, in order for us to tackle the more complicated aspects of these updates, we need to understand the basics, right? One of them being is the benefit year end. What is the benefit year end? Your benefit year is the 12 months after you filed your claim for benefits. If your benefit year ends, you must apply for a new claim even if you are on an extension. A lot of people were on an extension and they're wondering, well, do I have to file a new claim? This is letting us know here that you do have to file a new claim. But also know, if you are on a pandemic unemployment assistance claim, also known as a PUA, you do not need to apply for a new claim. They don't tell us the reason why you don't have to apply for a new claim. We just know that if you're on a PUA claim, you do not need to apply for a new claim. To summarize this, the benefit year end is 12 months after you filed your claim for your benefits. So in other words, the benefit year end is a year after you filed your original claim. Now let's look at who are the people that need to apply for a new claim. If your benefit year has ended, you must file a new claim if you have one of the following: regular unemployment claim, pandemic emergency unemployment compensation extension, also known as a PEUC, a federal state extended duration extension, also known as a FEDED extension. In other words, if you have one of those type of claims and your benefit year has expired, then you most definitely have to file a new claim. Okay, so a lot of people are very lost in this. Let's first say, right, you have regular unemployment, right? They file for a new claim. Some people start panicking and they realize that they are not eligible for a new claim. Does this mean I'm not going to get a claim anymore? Does this mean I'm not going to get unemployment insurance benefits? The answer to that question is no. As long as you qualify for benefits and you're not working due to the COVID-19 pandemic, then most definitely you will be still getting a claim. This is very important for us to understand. I really wanted to go over this because a lot of people are stuck. They're wondering, okay, let's first say, right, you have the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Extension, also known as PEUC. Let's pretend that you're getting that type of claim. So you apply for this new claim and then you get a notification from the Unemployment Development Department stating that you don't qualify for a new claim. Does this mean you're not going to get any benefits anymore? No, by no means does this mean you're not going to receive benefits. That just means you don't qualify for a new claim. Just because you don't qualify for a new claim doesn't mean you're not eligible to keep continuing to receive the same claim you're receiving before applying for this new claim. And what I mean by that is these are the different types of scenarios that can happen for whatever claims you may have. It states here, we will let you know if you qualify for a new regular unemployment claim and any steps you need to take. So in some cases, they will automatically review your information if you have one of those following claims. They're stating here that they're going to look at your information. After reviewing your claim, they see your claim type and they notice that you're eligible to receive a new claim. Then they'll automatically move you to that new claim. So the next scenario that can happen is, let's say you apply for a new claim, but you don't qualify for a new claim. Don't panic, because they're letting us know here what they could potentially do is add a federal extension to your expired claim. So let's say you had a PUC extension and the extension already expired. They're letting us know here that they'll add an extension to your extension. And then the next and last scenario that can happen is, let's first say you were getting FED extension, right? You apply for a new claim, you follow the instructions that we're seeing here on the website, but you don't qualify for that new claim. What's gonna happen? They're letting us know here that if you don't qualify for that new claim, what they could do is continue your existing extension. So if you had an FED extension, what they're gonna do is extend that extension to make sure that you're at least receiving some type of benefits as long as you qualify and meet their guidelines. Another thing to note, if you do apply for a new claim and it's processed, you will receive an email and a text message when your new claim is processed. What I'm about to read to you guys is very important. I've also noticed that a lot of people are confused. I've heard a lot of people say this to me. They're like, I filed a new claim, I was able to certify, I did everything they asked me to do, however, it's still pending. Well, this is why it's still pending. This usually takes 2 or 3 weeks. We are working as quickly as possible to process a high volume of claims during COVID-19. Please be mindful that not only is it a process to apply for a new claim, but also it's a process to be approved for this new claim. They have to undergo a lot of things, and they need to make sure, if you're getting value from this content, please make sure to hit that like button. Anyways, next we'll be going over what steps to take in order to get paid. Please keep in mind these steps are based on my personal experience. First, find out what type of claim you have. If you don't know how to do this, you can watch my last video as I teach you guys how to find what type of claim you have. Now for the second step, depending on what type of claim you have, you may need to apply for a new claim, reapply. Third step, after reapplying, you may need to verify your identity, assuming you have exhausted your year and allowance. If you need help understanding how the verification process works through the ID Me, please make sure to watch my video titled You versus UI. The fourth step, after successfully verifying your identity, then you should be able to certify. Step number 5, understand what to expect. We must understand this is a process. Even if you have to wait approximately or estimated 2 to 3 weeks to get paid, there is a high possibility that you will receive retroactive payments as long as you include the days that you were unemployed due to the COVID-19 pandemic and meet the qualifications. Now for the 6th step. This is my personal opinion and a personal tip I would like to share with you. Meanwhile that you're waiting for the Unemployment Development Department to reach back out to you and to process your pending certifications, right? Assuming that you followed all the steps, you verified your ID, all that good stuff, right? I would suggest you message the Unemployment Development Department through the email method in my first video on my YouTube channel. I would highly suggest, after following that method, to message them twice an hour after the initial first message. I can't guarantee that they will respond to you right away. However, based on my personal experience, they did respond to me within 2 to 4 hours, and I didn't have to be on the phone for hours. This is going to be such an awesome part of this video, as I'm going to be covering after you file a claim. I personally noticed that a lot of people are facing difficulties with this. A lot of people don't know what to do or what to expect after you file a claim. We're going to start off by reading this important next steps to take. After you file your unemployment insurance UI claim, there are important steps you must take to make sure your UI benefits are not delayed or denied. Look for important documents from the EDD. you will receive these documents in the mail within 2 weeks of filing your claim. These are the specific documents we're looking to receive from the EDD after we file a claim within the 2 weeks of filing our claim. Notice of unemployment insurance claim field, notice of unemployment insurance award, employment development department customer account notification number, unemployment insurance benefits, what you need to know, and continued claim. So those are the important documents you should expect within the 2 weeks of filing your claim. Next, pending claim status. What happens if you did everything they asked you to, but you see your claim is still pending? If you have a pending status for any of your weeks on your UI claim history, we may need to confirm your identity or eligibility before we can process a payment. So before you get paid, you may need to confirm your identity or eligibility. So they're letting us know here that the reason that you're still on pending and your claim status, in order for them to pay you, they need to confirm your identity or eligibility. Next steps include respond to a request for identification verification and prepare for a phone interview. This is very important. A lot of people out there are wondering, why is my claim still pending? Well, this could be the reason why. You need to verify your identity, and verifying your identity is a separate process that Unemployment Development Department has you undergo. As we all know, there has been a lot of fraud, and in order for them to avoid that fraud, it's for people to verify their identities. Now we're going to click on, it states here, for more information, visit claim status pending payments. Identity verification. If we couldn't verify your identity based on the information you gave us when you filed for unemployment, you'll receive a notice to provide additional documentation to verify your identity using a specific method. Complete this step in the UI online with ID Me, or respond to the request for identity verification mailed to you. So those are the two type of methods they can ask you to verify your identity, is through the ID Me or respond to the request for identity verification mailed to you. Now that that's been established, let's move on to the next phase of this video. I'm going to be talking about claim questions. All the information that I'm literally giving you is located on the website. Next, we're going to click the file the claim and no response. Now, you filed the claim, but you're not getting any response. So it states here on the website, allow 10 days from the day you submitted your application to receive your paperwork in the mail, assuming that you did qualify for a new claim. It doesn't state here, but if you don't get a response from them within 10 days, contact them through phone or via email through the method I told you guys in my first video on my channel. Hopefully that answers your question. Next question that I'm going to be covering is, I'm missing wages on my claim. So you filed a claim, but for some reason you're not receiving the benefit amount that you think you're supposed to get. Well, let's read what this website has to say. It is important to check notice of the Unemployment Insurance Award DE 429Z carefully to make sure that all employers you worked for during the quarters shown are listed. If you told EDD that you worked for a federal agency in another state when you filed your claim, your wage information is being requested from the agency or state. You will receive an amended notice when the federal wages or other state wages have been added. If an employer is missing or an employer is shown that you did not work for or earning to be incorrect, call EDD. To summarize this, if you're missing wages from your claim, first you want to make sure that all the information that you gave to them is up to date and it's accurate. And if it is up to date and accurate and you believe that they just didn't give you the funds and there was an internal issue, you most definitely want to reach out to them. If you made a mistake on your application, you should reach out to them and have them fix it. Next, we're going to be covering the disqualifications and appeals. A lot of people have been disqualified, and in some cases, you might not agree with their decision, so that's when you can appeal for whatever reason. If you received a notice of determination and do not agree with the decision, you may file an appeal within 30 calendar days from the date of the notice. Visit our EDD UI website for further information on how to file your appeal. So there is a possibility they can reconsider your application or your claim, but you need to do it within 30 calendar days of the notice. For those people that won their appeal, what do they do next? If you're a claimant and you received California Unemployment Assurance Appeal Broad SUIAB letter following an appeal hearing or board appeal indicating a decision in your favor, the EDD will implement a decision in the order it was received. You will only be paid UI benefits for the weeks for which EDD received continued claim forms and you met all the other eligibility requirements. The volume of appeal decision received by the EDD is high. We are doing our best to implement them as quickly as possible and ask for your patience. If more than 10 business days have passed from the date you received the decision letter and you have not received an expected payment and wish to contact the department, please call EDD. If you're one of those people that you won, just please make sure that you give it at least 10 business days if you haven't heard from them. If it takes longer than 10 business days and you haven't received any type of notification from them and you know that you won your appeal, then you most definitely want to contact them and make sure that they do get that cleared out because you're trying to get paid as soon as possible. Alright you guys, so this concludes this video. Please make sure to share this video with a friend or someone you know that's in need. Do yourself a favor. If you're struggling with the EDD, make sure to watch my other EDD related videos. I give you guys so much tips. I answer a lot of frequently asked questions, a lot of common questions people are asking themselves and not being able to solve. If you're in need for an unemployment development department hack to reach them over the phone and another hack that teaches you how to contact them through email, which can be very effective if you do follow that method. If you haven't done so already, turn on your notification bell. You want to make sure that you watch my latest videos. I'm going to be making more content just like this very soon. You do not want to miss it out. It's very important for you to get this information as quick as possible because the sooner you get the information, the sooner you can take action, and the sooner you take action, the sooner you will get paid. I had a lot of people tell me that they tried my email method, and fortunately enough, the success rate was very high. A lot of people have reached the Unemployment Development Department through that video. And please don't forget to show some love by liking this video and comment down below if you have any further questions. As always, my name is Angel Comelli with Wonderful Creations LA, and you're watching Disney Channel. Just kidding, you're not, but thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on my next video.